Ooh. Don't be scared. It's just me. All right. I'm sorry, but happy Halloween. Welcome to the Halloween special. I am your host, Lunchbox5930, and I love Halloween. It is honestly one of my favorite times of the year. Not just because of the festivities, but it's actually when things start cooling down. I personally hate the heat. And to celebrate the season, I thought, hey, let's talk about 5 of my favorite scary cards in Weiss Schwarz. Ooh. Man, I'm gonna have to be fixing my hair every time I do that bit. So this list is gonna be like the card art list. We're gonna have 5 sections and we're going to have some honorable mentions and then the actual cards. And with that, my ghosts and ghouls, let's get going. Card art. Now, horror is extremely subjective. What one person finds scary, one person might not. For example, I personally am terrified of aliens, gnomes, and my girlfriend's father, as well as my own father. And no, I haven't gone to therapy for that last one because I have card games to play. Men will literally play card games to avoid going to therapy. Now, there's many different kinds of horror, and the one thing that scares me the most is existential dread, but you can't really capture that feeling of existential dread in a Weiss Schwarz card. Well, maybe this card up here. So we're gonna cover traditional horror, things that look abnormal to our monkey brains. These cards can include tiny little shadows from Heaven's Feel Volume 2. Oh my god, get those fucking things away from me. I'm terrified of shadow people. I don't know if they're real or not, but if they are, that's scary. Finn from Star Wars, who looks like a corpse brought back to life. The Titans in Attack on Titan. Dragon Strike from Index and Railgun. And Death Gun from SAO Extra Booster Set 2. And my pick is Godzilla. I don't know what it is about Godzilla, but the thought of a giant world-destroying object that could kill me, my families, and my loved ones in the blink of an eye is terrifying. Especially since that thing is out of my control. It is terrifying, and this card art of Godzilla exemplifies that fear that I have. Did I mention I'm an anxious mess? I feel like I've mentioned that in the past. Goth Girls. Okay, let's lighten up the mood. And yes, one entry in and I already want to lighten up the mood. Alright, I'm just checking to see if the girl's actually, like, not in the apartment. So, while she's gone, I'm gonna do this section. Goth Girls, you love them, you want one, but you can't have one. The internet has mythologized Goth Girls to no end, to the point that they are a joke now. Which is a shame because it is a widely fascinating subculture that is entirely valid. Japan does have a long history of goth fashion with Visual Kei and Gothic Lolita, and these fashion trends have spilt over in the world of Weiss Schwarz. For example, we have the Haruhi cards from set 1, with Haruhi, Mikuru, and Nagato are all dressed in EGL fashion. A good amount of cards from the Bunko Babe set, Yoshiko from Love Live Sunshine, Yohane, Toa, she's pastel goth so it counts. Literally any Roselia card from any Bang Dream set. And my pick is gonna be the Albedo light novel art from the trial deck. I don't know what it is, but Albedo does things for me, yeah. I do have a base rarity version of the card, and no, do not try to sell me a graded one. I don't want it. Horror scenes. That was a nice palate cleanser. Now let's get back to some horror. Weiss Schwarz lets you play out your favorite scenes from various animes, mangas, games, and light novels. You could also play these out. This horrifying scene in Vivid Strike. I did talk about this card in a previous video and I cannot get over it. This card that has the exact same energy as the previous card, and the toothbrush scene from Nisei Monogatari. And my pick is Terraformers. What is interesting is that the really fucked up scenes are not in card form. You have the stone scene, the one where the terraformer gets into the base, the first introduction of it. Fuck him all the hell. This was rough trying to remember like all of these scenes, and I'm really bad with gore. Terraformers was the first manga that I was like, you know, I don't need to read this. I don't need to read everything under the sun. I think I got around chapter 10 and I dropped it. Not that the story was bad, it was just too much. Terraformers didn't create the almighty being trope like in As the Gods Will It, the ones with the chickens, please tell me I'm not the only one who knows this one, or Chainsaw Man, but I do think that it did popularize it in the mainstream culture for sure. Cute horror cards. Alright, after talking about Terraformers, I'm gonna need a break. Halloween isn't all scary stuff. There's still like a cute side to it too. And this being Weiss Schwarz, they're gonna try to capitalize on it. We have Pumpkin and Girlfriend Beta. Pick any of the Gochi Usa cards from set 5. The Afterglow Trial Deck cards. Happy Halloween Bang Dream cards. This card from Review Starlight set 1. Ainsama. Yotsuba for quintessential quintuplets, Halloween costume Asuna, Yui, and Kirito PR card from SAO, Halloween Cud, that one's for all my OGs out there. We always have to bring up Haruhi and Cud in one of my videos. And this Ayumu from Bunko. My pick is gonna be, of course, a Shiyoko card. This is the PR card that was given out at Shirokuro Festival of 2016. You could probably tell I'm a Shiyoko guy on account of how many times I've used her likeness in my videos and in my thumbnails. Card effects. Now, we can't just only talk about scary card art. We have to talk about the game because, you know, this is a card game as well. I love you collectors out there, but us players take precedence in the Weiss Schwarz community. There are cards that you hate to play against. As soon as your opponent drops one of these on the stage, you know you're going to be in trouble. There are a lot of cards and it is difficult to pick, and I want you all to comment what your picks are, but here are mine. The Japanese Mariko with her guarantee burn 1 and restand effect. A card so insane that it changed its effect when it came to English. Darkness from Tulovru and it being an amazing level 3 that cannot be affected by card effects and its cancel burn 1. Yo Watanabe from the Sunshine Extra Booster set. You know what it does, you love it, you hate to play against it. This fucking card and its extreme versatility. The Gold Bar combo from Assault Lily. Literally any money counter in the game where you're not able to deal any damage. Speaking of anti-damage, Charlotte. Your opponent drops the 3-2 nows and you know what is coming. I think this is terrifying because it's not happening during your opponent's turn. This is happening during your turn and there's nothing you could do to stop it. Being a Bang Dream fan and a huge Afterglow fan, my pick goes to the 3-2 Mocha from Set 1 Girls Band Party. I absolutely love this card. You top check 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck, mill anything and rearrange them in any order, and you do the same to your deck. This card is super good, and if played correctly, you could rush your opponent straight to level 3 if you are behind in damage. This card is so strong and that there is a reason Bang Dream players still play this card to this day. And to this day, there has not been an exact copy of this card printed. It's really good. Any card that takes out the RNG of Weiss Schwarz is insane. This card is a prime example of that. And there we have my list of my scary cards in Weiss Schwarz. Now again, like I mentioned, this list is extremely subjective. So let me know what your favorite horror themed cards or just scary cards in general are in the comments below. Again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. Thank you to all my channel members over here. Happy Halloween, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.